What's up guys, it's Sean and today we're going to check out the Connaught one in Cheras. Let's go! Hey guys, we are now in Cheras. A little bit more specific is around Taman Connaught area. That's why the project name is called the Connaught 1. The site is right behind us, but it's on an elevated platform compared to this road. And this is actually connected straight away to the MRT station of Taman Connaught already. So that's very exciting. But let's go to the sales gallery and check out for more information first. This will be the project that we're going to check out today. And this plot of land itself is 3.4 acres for their phase 1. There will be another phase coming forward, and this will be in total 1337 units. And when you come in from the highway, this is actually Jalan 3/144A. Going in, as this project is a mixed development, there will be 15 units of retail in the front. And these are all the car parks available for them. So the first entrance going in will be for them. Then going in, it will be the loading bay for the retails. Then the secondary entrance will be this small road going into the drop-off. However, then there will be this third entrance in that connects over to the gate C of the MRT station. Just to get our coordinates right, this is actually Taman Connaught MRT station. And there will be a bridge connecting Cheras Central Mall. And right next to the mall, this will be the project. And what's exciting will be this potential connection to gate C of the MRT station, which ensures a covered walkway all the way to the MRT station. That's nice. So judging by the model, there are a lot of connectivity elements being thought through already. For example, this connecting to the opposite development. Then you will have the small staircase and connectivity connecting from this platform over to the gate of the MRT station. And looking at the model now, there will be a level difference between the entrance and the surrounding areas. So this will be at level 3, where you need to drive up before you reach the drop-off and you park your car. So as we come in at level 3, so that will be the main pathway for residents going to the car park. And you can see, because some levels are actually lower, so for some residents they will need to drive downwards to the dedicated car park space. Some will then need to drive upwards to their respective space into the elevated car parks. And this will be the same exit point coming outwards that connects the residents back to the main road. For car parks allocation, for the smaller units is one car park. For type B, then they kind of differentiate into lower floors and upper floors because the selling price is different. So please do check with the salesperson in the unit that you pick what kind of car park arrangements that you get. At the lower ground, there will be this nook where they allocated the kids playground. So that's very peculiar but not surprising. Technically, this will be the safest car-free area for the kids to play about. So you will have this very long jogging pathway for the parents to bring them around. Then within the same floor as well, right next to the main road, there will be this park area where they're going to put in a basketball court for people to just shoot around. And what's cool here is this, what you can see here, this is an 11-story jogging ramp. So I was also very surprised by it because it's connected to the jogging pathway here, where you can go up all the way to the facilities floor. And this will be the platform that connects two buildings all together. So this will be the gym, where it's 3,000 square feet, and you will have a lap pool here that spans at 30 meters. Then you will have the fun pool here where you can just dip around with your family and friends with a jacuzzi. Then this will be the children's play area where you will have the play pool around. Then also you will have the open lawn area, and you will also have the toddler play area at the side here. Then I really like this approach of, instead of having another structure that starts from the facilities deck, right, they actually submerge it within the car park area. So this will be the indoor badminton courts, which can also be transfer into a basketball court. This is very nice. And they also have a co-working space within the same level of the facility stack. From the lift lobby, then when you come up from Tower A, per floor there will be 16 units altogether. And you can see that it's a double loaded corridor with gaps in between. So that's very nice. You will have voids around the corridor, and the main difference between Block A and Block B will be their allocation of the smaller units. So only for Block A there will be type A's. For Block B then there won't be. There will be 5 lifts servicing both floors. Here also you will have 16 units in total. But I like all these small little celah in between the units. So this will be the unit I'm going to check out today. This is type B, 2 bedroom and 1 bath. And we come into the unit through the foyer. Here you will have 1 bedroom on the side already. And I like that you can see this little detail here. So it means that this will be provisioned for a wardrobe space, and it won't eat up the size of the room within. You can see that the windows allocations are all facing outwards, so that's good. There's no void facing unit, so that's great. So then when you come in here, this will be the living and dining space, but most likely this will be designed into a workspace or whatsoever lah. And usually this is the darkest area within the room. Moving forward, they place the kitchen here instead, which is very interesting. Usually kitchen will be this side, bedroom will be here, right? But they kind of make a switch where all the back of house are facing the front. So it becomes the front of house pula. For the kitchen, you are connected to the balcony and the aircon latch, and we will go and see what they call an urban yard. So this is very interesting. Then going in, this will be the connection to the master bedroom, and they share 1 bathroom all together. Let's go check it out. From the corridor coming in, you will have the width of the foyer at 1.6 meters with a very nice reserved space here for the shoe cabinet. And when we go into the unit, you'll face a wall first, not directly facing the balcony. So in terms of feng shui wise, a lot of people like this. And this will be the living and dining. And this is really peculiar. So I'm still stuck with the mindset of having the kitchen always on this corner, but it's not located there. I need some time to get used to that. Then on this side then will be the room. So the clearance of the door is about 1 meters wide, and the height is about 7 feet, 2.1 meters. So the extra 100 mm really ease the entire moving process. And I do like when they give a little bit more space on this side. So when you open the door on this side, this space here is not wasted. You can either put a sideboard here and you have a sitting area like this. This is also very nice. So as the build up of apartments are getting tighter, we need to maximize every single inch. So coming in here on the side, this will be the very first bedroom, and there will be a connection to the common bathroom already. So within this unit there's no ensuite, so everything is shared. Again, very interesting, but let's check out the bedroom first. So the size of the room is 2.95 by 2.6, and when we look into the floor plan just now, it will be built as an L shape within. When you get the keys, you can easily just install your cabinets in straight away. And the 2.6 is after putting in the cabinet. That leaves a lot of space. Even after you put in a queen size bed here, you can perfectly accommodate the wardrobe and the desk here if you want to. And I like that all bedrooms will have a window facing the facade instead of facing the voids. For the window size, is pretty solid, so it spans all the way upwards. Nice. Then for flooring, they are provided laminated timber along with the skirtings as well, and that covers the living space. And this is where they kind of originally have a living space here, but this will be a very fun approach for you to have your workspace around this area. You can just gently have a partition across your workspace here, and again a lot of storage room. But what's very interesting here, as mentioned just now, the position of kitchen kind of reflects the likings of youngsters nowadays. Conventionally, this would be the yard space and the kitchen space connected to the void, conventionally, but now a very big twist, they made this into a workspace where the darkness will be fine, since when you do studio work or when you're zooming or you're filming your podcast, you actually appreciate the darkness, you appreciate the silence that comes with it. This will be the position of the living Then the kitchen space will be located here. So the wall-to-wall width for this area here is 3.2 meters. And the height, there's a few variation of ceiling height, but for this unit it's about 2.85 meters. Then for a freehold unit of such, it starts from 420,000. Well, that depends on which floor and which orientation. So it's either you want to face the pool or you want to face the external views. Entirely up to you. But let's talk about the living room setting here, where again conventionally it's supposed to locate next to the balcony. But then you always have this problem of the silau, meaning the daylight shining through, then you cannot see the screen because it's reflective of the daylight or sunlight. Then you need to close the curtain. But after you shift over, you will not have this problem anymore because you have a solid backing. You won't have the lighting problems. You will get to enjoy your TV better, and it's in the center of the entire house. Cool. Then this gets interesting. So here will be the kitchen and dining area. So as the wall kind of set in a little bit for the master bedroom, the wall-to-wall width will be about 2.95 to 3 meters, where you can perfectly put in a 4-seater dining area and your dry kitchen. And here, please be informed, your plug points and water points and your floor trap, right, everything will be position based on this layout itself. Please do not think that after you get this unit, right, oh, I can actually change my kitchen to be located within. No. That's why I say this is a very bold design, and I guess this is what the Gen Zs would like, the younger crowds would like, where it also makes sense because the dining area, it's always and has always been an active area. So when you prepare your food, you can eat with your friends. And what will be in complementary of that will be the view that you get. This will be the view that you get, either the KL city view or the mountain views or just skylines. It works, and in continuation of that concept, they have this urban yard concept, and this is really interesting. So we have seen this concept within the larger mega size unit of like 3,000 square feet, 2,500 square feet type of layouts. Here, although the unit is rather compact, they are actually maximizing the same concept of the hot air that comes out from the compressor. It means at night, after you do your laundry, you put it out for let it dry, then you will switch on the aircon and you go to bed, right? So they actually leverage on the hot air that comes out from the compressor and it dries up your clothing. Conventionally, again, this should be sealed and there will be a service corridor going in for people to do maintenance on the compressors. But now they don't put that space to waste, they actually use it as your yard space. Then for their washer and dryer, they put it here next to the balcony. So this then I am not sure because Malaysia weather not as friendly. But I totally understand the concept. So the width of the balcony is about 900 mm. And you will have a steel handrail built on the curb, and it's all tiled up just like the kitchen space itself. For the active space, they have tiles. For the private spaces, then they kind of have a laminated timber floor. And this will be the entrance into the master bedroom. So the wall-to-wall width here is about 3.2 meters and the length is about 4.7 meters on the longer side. It's very spacious, and that is what I enjoy a lot. Because for this 700 over square feet unit, this layout is marvelous. Because after putting a king size bed here and your wardrobe space here, right, you still have a circulation pathway, and connecting over that, you will have the view to the facade window. Okay, so all units are facing outwards. You will have the solid. Then at the end, this can be your work desk or your extra dressing table or just another set of wardrobe. It can be fine, but I like the layout of it. Very thoughtful. And this will be the connection to the common shared bathroom. So here you will have full height wall tiles. At the shower area, you will have a window for ventilation here. WC and basin will be from Akron. In terms of size, very nice. In terms of quantity, usually for this layout type of 700 over square feet, you will have two. One ensuite for the master, then you will have one for bedroom 2, 3, or for the guests. Now it's all shared. So this is where I find the demand of a home, or I would say the requirement of a home differs across generation already. Like back then we want more privacy. Like the entire layout here, it's very new. To me, it's very, very new. Typically, a home with the family only, you won't usually bring work back because you have the office for that. But after COVID and with the current advancement of technology, everything changed. Work from home is rather common. That's why a workspace at home makes sense. Co-working space within the facilities makes sense, and the scale of gathering becomes way smaller, way more spontaneous. And hobbies are also different now because now you can prepare or bake food together and it becomes a social activity. That's why they arrange the kitchen and the dining space over to the active space of the layout, and they zone the workspace and the living into the quiet areas, and they don't mind not having a private bathroom also. And that will be the turning point, and one less bathroom really opens up the entire flexibility of the space. Well, it's not like this is cast in stone anyway, so you can also arrange a living space on this side, or this can be your fitness area, and then you can have your own office space here, entirely up to you. On their next layout, then you will have this unit where it's about 970 over square feet. They have the same philosophy of flexibility where all these walls are actually hackable, which means it comes in like that, but if you think that the master bedroom need an extra wardrobe space here, you can change that. Or you want a kitchen space with a dedicated wet kitchen, you can also change that. You can connect this entire space into your master bedroom, you can do that. And a similar concept of urban yard within. So here it's actually stronger. Let's go check it out. So this is the kitchen where you have the flexible wall. So they didn't change the wall, but they made this into a partition so you can somewhat have an extended kitchen space, or this can be your workshop. Very nice. You see, the possibilities are just endless. You can even seal this up, break the wall within, and this can be your entire master suite or 2 studio units. Entirely up to you. And I absolutely appreciate the effort in redefining spaces. Like after you come out from the balcony space, right, so we are now in the balcony, you have this corner here at the side that is actually the yard space. So this is where you do your laundry, and this is where you hang your clothes. And within this treatment, then you are not worried about rainwater at all because it's actually all concealed. Very nice. So in terms of location, we are in Cheras, but which part of Cheras then? These are Eco Cheras Mall, Cheras Leisure Mall. That same road coming in, you go through the flyover that allows us to reach to site. So this is the site of the Connaught one, which is located right next to Cheras Central Mall and Taman Connaught MRT station. So here you have a newly completed buildings, and for the views, you will have the hill around this area, and we have checked out the few projects around that end. But this is the new SUKE highway that further enhances the connectivity lah. At the back then, we will have all the landed homes, and within the surrounding, it's all completed already. So right next to site, this will be also future phase of the same developer, so that's a good thing. And let's go check out the site. So now we are back on site, and after when we come in from the road, the first turn will be to the retail of the project, second turn will be the drop off of the project, third turn will be this internal road that connects us to Taman Connaught Gate C. And next to the project, then we will have this affordable project. As you can see, it's rather old already, but I do think that they will benefit from the public transport a lot. And right next to the site also, we will have a very clear site of the brand new SUKE highway that connects this location to a lot of brand new locations like Bukit Jalil. Here to Bukit Jalil is like 10 minutes only, so it's a great alternative besides the Cheras Kajang highway all this while lah. So from the project main door, there will be a staircase coming down directly into the gate, but that depends on still the approval of the local authorities. But now we are in an existing ready built gate. Yeah.
Smoking, eating and drinking are prohibited issues.
Yeah, we are now within the pedestrian walkway over to the train station, and you can see everything is clean, very well lit, and you will have glass handrail there. Wow, so nice. You will have a tactile. So now we are in the Cheras highway. You can see it's extremely busy. So then those will be the elevated highway of SUKE. So here there will be a direct branch into the internal road that connects us into the site actually. And there will be a direct connection into Cheras Central Mall. So whether this mall can make it or not, I don't know lah. But originally, if it's a really fully functioning 100% kind of mall, it's going to be so beneficial for all the residents around. But maybe after the site is completed, then it will change. Don't know. But now there's a connection at least lah. So there are some facilities within the mall in case if you need it lah. So we are actually within the Kajang line, and this is Taman Connaught station. We are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stations away from PRX. Then we are Bukit Bintang, Pasar Seni, TTDI and etc. So it's still the same track without needing to transition. And here it indicates it's going to cost $260 per trip to TRX every day. And I must say this station is amazing. So clean, so wide, so big. So if it's your main mode of transportation to work, then I think it's awesome. But if you take car, then usual lah, that Cheras congestion. But now with all the highways, I think it's better. So from the main road coming in, this will be the road into the drop-off already. So you can see now it's all ready, and there will be a level difference. So you're actually driving up to the drop-off. There will be 15 rows of shops in front, and the pedestrian walkway is also ready already. So now surrounding you will have the neighboring project of that is very high intensity, this one as well. But you will have a commercial retail component in the front. For your daily needs, I guess it's still okay. Yeah, let's go check it out. You can see right now this will be phase 1. Right next to that, that will be phase 2 of the same developer. Why is it important then to know that it's from the same developer is they will at least be aware of the first phase of buyers that invested in phase 1. Then they can also redesign the layout so that every building will somewhat have view outwards. At least their interest will be taken care of lah. After walking around the retail, it's mainly some F&B, furniture shop, Dr. Chong clinic, some tuition center, realtor office and things like that. Nothing much right now, but maybe all that will change 4 years later after the project is completed. But anyway, I think that's all. It's now time for Sean's take 3 on 3. Number 1, the first thing I like definitely will be the TOD aspect of it. So this project has almost direct connection, well still subject to local authorities approval. They have direct connectivity from the main door walking downwards into Taman Connaught MRT station, and that leads you to 6 stations away from the main financial hub of KL, TRX. Technically, it should also give you a lot of convenience because you are connected to the Cheras Central Mall, but the mall is not doing very well currently. Hopefully it will change. Don't know when. But for alternative, you can also take the same train along the way, right? You get to stop by other malls around the area. So that's in terms of pedestrian and public transport. If you are driving, then you are connected to the Cheras Kajang highway, which brings you to KL mainly. Technically, this is already KL lah, but the brand new SUKE highway definitely adds a lot of convenience to this location itself. And you combo that with the convenience of the 15 retails downwards, and you are actually surrounded by a lot of retails and offices next door as well. So technically when you move in, you have almost everything ready. Yeah. The second thing I like will be this brand new approach by the group, where it's mainly for affordable projects, where it's going to be different compared to their usual luxury series. And it's not only from a branding point of view, from the design point of view, you can see the innovations within. For example, the running ramp of 11 stories. So that's very new. Like tower run now is a thing. Then the indoor badminton court, instead of just building it from the facility deck itself, they actually extend it from the elevated car park. That's awesome. And my favorite will be this revamp of the internal layout for the unit. Conventionally, when we come into a unit, the back of house is usually attached inner, closer to the corridor side, where you have the kitchen, you have the bedroom all connected to the void area, leveraging on the ventilation, right? Then you have the living connected to the balcony instead. But here they twist it around. Kitchen becomes the main active space. And when you think about the logic, it makes a lot of sense. Like living, we always complain about the flare and the reflection from the daylight, so we cannot really see the TV screen. Here you don't have the issue. We always complain that workspace, we will have the traffic noise from outside, so they put it within. I also like their brand new approach to the yard space. Conventionally, it's always indoor. Now they actually maximize the aircon ledge space. But what I'm not so sure about is the washer and dryer located right outside the balcony. That one, not sure yet. Practicality wise, I think it's fine, because I do appreciate, right, although the unit looks very simple, but there's a lot of effort to it by the inch. You look into the wall treatments of the corners, all are designed with a built-in cabinet in mind or a table in mind. It's a very well thought through layout. So for a 700 over square feet unit, you can roughly get about 2 plus 1 room, and it's still flexible, it's still versatile. But a true unit that reflects the design inspiration is actually the larger units, like where you get the flexible walls, and the urban yard is really urban yard. That unit I like. And very close to that, the third thing will be the starting price. This is a very brand new approach by the group itself. I was caught surprised by it, but the starting price are really affordable. Like for the smaller units, right, it's almost all sold out. However, the 3 things I don't like then, number 1, the density is rather high. So the whole project is about 1,300 over units, where on block A you got 600 over units, block B you got 600 over units. And that's not all. If you combo that with phase 2 as well of the same developer, then you combo that with the surrounding buildings, so the number is very high lah. But because of such numbers, with the scale of the number only, you get the selling price that is way more affordable compared to the normal things that they build. But coming to think about it, all other projects are just leveraging on the same selling point of the location, which is the connectivity and the very matured amenities around the project. So yeah, the second thing I don't like will be the micro location elements. So first of all, there will be this low-cost housing located right next to the project. If you are located within the block that has the view directly to it, then please do take note. But since the facilities floor starts from level 10 or level 11 already, so I think all units will have a rather open view facing outwards lah. But please do take note when you pick your unit itself. And last of all, within this location itself, you will have a mall, but the mall is not doing very well currently. However, it's beyond the scope of this developer, so just hope that maybe there will be a new management or it will turn around or whatsoever lah. Hopefully lah. And I guess that's all for this episode. Do I like the project? Definitely. What a rare piece from this developer itself, making things a little bit more affordable for people within this location itself. But it still comes with their branding and DNA altogether. You look into the facility deck, it's still very UEM Sunrise, and with that I have absolute certainty that the project will be built in accordance to their requirements and quality and standard. And also something cool to note that this project is freehold and there's no more land around already, including the land next to the phase 1 lah. So phase 2 is also theirs, and the other buildings surrounding it will be all leasehold. That's something cool to take note if you are very particular about that. So in terms of investment, then it's very interesting as well. But I look at the larger units, is also very suitable for own stay. The layout is amazing, very thoughtful. And I guess that's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and if you really like this episode, like it, share, and even subscribe for more information like this. Until next time, this is Sean Tan. Ciao.